instead of, because we know number one, watoto wafai kunywa pombe.
Yes.
So anyone below age of 18 akwende.
That one we all agree.
Yeah.
Though for us it's actually 24. If you were to have our way,
Yeah.
It will be 24.
Not even now the proposed 21.
Not even 21 was a consensus.
But why 24? I need to understand
24
the thinking.
because according to WHO, the brain is fully developed at the age of 24, particularly for the boy child. Boys tend to mature much later in life than
25 really.
Yeah,
24 is again given around 25.
In fact, when we went for public participation for the policy, in Northeastern they gave us 25 as a recommended legal purchasing age, and they gave a cutoff of 65. I don't know if CT you...
Oh, so after 65 pia uwezi nunua.
You retire from your drinking career. According to
look at it this way, I am above 65, and that's why I will disregard that law.
Okay. so that was a recommendation. That was a recommendation from our stakeholders.
Okay.
So because your brain is fully developed at the age of 24, we need to give you a chance.
Okay, to develop that brain.
To develop that brain.
Okay.
If you start to use substances between the ages of 15 to 20, you have a 5% chance of developing an alcohol use disorder and a mental health challenge later on in life.
And the process of stunting your mental growth as well. Because you'll be killing your brain cells very steadily, very methodically.
There's someone who actually asked me, we were having a conversation around this, and I think it was yesterday, and we said, so you're allowed to have sex after 18, or rather at 18 going, above. You are allowed to vote at 18 years and above, and like you become an adult at 18.
Military.
You can even join the military. You can even be arrested and charged in a court of law as an adult at 18. So why is it so difficult to allow me to just start drinking at 18? So that was a question that was asked.
Yes.
But I get now what you're saying about biologically, the brain develops and all that. I think you've answered that. But coming back to hii maneno ingine ya sasa 21 years hata maneno ya kununua na kuuza, hiyo kidogo si itakuwa tricky, bro.
You know, the age, the numbers that we're talking about between the ages of 18 to 21 is around 5 million Kenyans. Between 18 to 35, we are talking about around 36% of our population, which is around 20 million. This, we need to protect this 5 million because addiction is a progressive disease. If you start today, you'll not become addicted tomorrow, over time.
Yes.
Which is why we are seeing these numbers in our rehab facilities, where at 25 to 35, we are treating so many people who have been admitted into various facilities. And this is McHugh. The numbers that I shared is only private. We had to compute the numbers from public rehabilitation facilities, and the numbers are likely to be more. So the intention is, first, let's get you to finish vocational training, post-secondary, without necessarily being influenced to start to use substances. Secondly, again, from research, cannabis use in Kenya has shot up by 90%. The last few years. Majority of the people who are using cannabis are between the ages of 15 to 35.
Okay.
Globally, again, we are seeing a decline in the number of people, of Gen Zs who are using alcohol. That's a global trend.
Yeah.
What are they using instead?
They are now crossing over to other psychoactive substances.
Like the hard ones?
Yes.
Akina cocaine.
Cannabis, ecstasy, methamphetamine. Globally, that's a trend that we are seeing. So for these hard substances, in our context, alcohol and tobacco are usually the gatekeepers, the initiators. Rarely will you find someone who started with cannabis without having started from sigara na pombe.
Okay.
Because these ones then initiate you and they prepare your brain now to use other harder substances, which is why, again, for alcohol, we are very careful around even conversation around taxation.
Okay.
We will prefer a situation where spirits, vodkas, and high concentrated, the taxation is higher than beer, because the people who are using these other harder substances, harder alcohol, so to speak, is not people above the age of 40 and above. Most of them, it's young people, because they want a quick fix, a quick high. So the conversations around taxation, fiscal policies for alcoholic drinks in our country, you'll also notice that we tend to focus more on spirits, vodkas, and alcoholic drinks that have a higher alcohol volume, so that we discourage young people because they are price sensitive, and 2, problem drinkers.
Okay.
Someone who has a drinking problem, if the price of an alcoholic drink is increased, they're likely to do 2 things: either seek treatment because they can't afford it anymore, and then now the other conversation that we have in Kenya, that they will transition to
Changa. All right.